Hello. Well, this is a recipe guaranteed to please and be ready ever so easily. I've got here some 300 grams of a bag, but you could use tinned, you could use frozen. This, as you can see, has little bits of garlic, and I have cooked it in its own washing water. I'm not added anything to it. Oh, it's spinach, but I think everyone can see it's spinach. Okay, so this is spinach, and what I'm doing, I want as much water out of it as possible because I have here some pastry. I've got a whole tub, a small tub. It's about 200 grams or 20 centilitres, depending on how you look at it, of creme fraiche. And this is my little how to chop spinach, and it also gets rid of water very easily. You can see it coming out the bottom. Those are salmon. Really nice items. But I'm going to be cutting them into little squares and laying them on the top. It's not a quiche, there will be no eggs. Some people are not very fond of eggs, but this is a tart, and it's really easy. Now you can see that this now is pretty dry, but I still want to get it drier still because I don't want soggy pastry, and all the water, once it heats in the oven, will start to sink downwards. Now I've got these pieces. They are skinless. If they're not, just slide your knife in and take the skin off. And I'm making little squares out of them. Choice is yours, but I find that if they are little, too little, you don't get a slab, and it does look impressive if you find this in the middle of your tart. Just nice, that's all. This is all butter puff pastry, and we're lucky here because I'm able to buy it pre-rolled and made into a circle. This is a wonderful, I think they call it a quiche base, and it works really well because you can get everything out without damaging it. It's a coated aluminium, so it heats up really, really well and fast. So let's get this open. And we want all of the pastry in contact with the base, and the reason is it will be heated from underneath as well as the air circulating on top. Okay, so now we're going to mix this with this. This is 30% fat. You can get 15%. But you're better off using less than you are using a wetter one because they've substituted water. And again, we don't want that making our pastry soggy. Now I'm going to use 2/3 of the pot. Now you can see it's very lovely and creamy. Now what I'm doing, I'm going to push it into all of the space. I want a very, very light covering. So it's about 130 grams of creme fraiche. This makes a really luxurious, fairly light recipe for when you have guests who are satiated after Christmas. A little bit more there, I think. Right, now we're going to put these on the top. By boiling the spinach in its own juice and adding the garlic, it basically is boiled. If you boil garlic, it takes the sting out of the garlic. And I'm going to put a blob on each one. Because we want to protect them in the oven a bit. It produces quite a mild flavour, and I rather like it. Steam it or boil garlic, it's very, very different. It's like a version of an onion, but it's quite distinct from an oven, I suppose. There you are. Now I'm just putting some more in here, filling in the gaps. And you can see it's not difficult. I don't do difficult recipes. Some of them are long, some of them are fussy, some of them are expensive. They're usually cheap and easy. This is not expensive. It makes 2 pieces of salmon go a very, very long way. There you are. That's it, it's done. Now this is 175, it's already preheated, and I'm just going to pop it in the oven. Okay, and we'll come back after 20 minutes and have a look at it. Hi, we're back. So it's been the full 20 minutes, and as you can see, it's puffed up and little bits have gone crispy. It's absolutely beautiful. You're going to love that. Look at that. Doesn't that look lovely? Really sophisticated, and it's crisp. It's hot, and we're going to go and sit down and eat it now. Oh, very crispy. Oh, just look at it. Isn't it beautiful? You can see it's just really gorgeous. If we'd added eggs, then what we would have is a quiche. But this works really well. There, look at that. Oh, that's nice. And the pastry is crispy underneath. And it's succulent. And it's a light flavour. And the fish isn't all dry. It's moist and all to be eaten soon. Really good.